Next exercise is going to be the body weight squat. For this one, you don't need any equipment whatsoever. You can do this pretty much anywhere you want to. You can make this difficult by adding a greater range of motion. You can make it easier simply by reducing the range of motion. You can also always add weight with it. For your body weight squat, again, you're going to start in that athletic stance. The wider your stance is, the more you're going to get into the hips and the glutes, which is perfectly fine. But the biggest things we want to do are make sure that the knees track with our toes and that we are, again, staying really strong through the core and lifted with our chest from here. So the two things that are different between the squat and the deadlift, and sometimes people get those confused, is that when we squat, the butt will drop. So the rear end is going to come down. We're going to keep the chest lifted. When we do a deadlift, we drive those hips back and the chest is going to come forward as we come back up. So that is the difference between those. Well, one of the biggest differences. They also work opposing muscle groups. So we're going to work into just a body weight squat to begin with. And again, you can take this down just nice and easy. Coming back and up, sitting back into that, and come back up. Now to make that more difficult, you can increase the range of motion by taking the hands down, reaching the hands up, taking the hands down, and reaching up. The key thing that if you do something like that is that you want to make sure the booty drops. You don't have to touch the floor. And the hands come up and you stay braced. Remember when we were talking about that arch in the back? We want to avoid that. And when we come back down, the rear end goes down rather than coming down like this. So we sit down, stand tall, sit down, and stand tall. And of course, you can always make that even bigger by throwing a little hop onto it or coming up onto the toes. So if you come from here, lift, back and down, and lift. Just making sure that we've got good balance. You can also jump. Adding a little piece with that. So that's your body weight.